Did you know that you are sabotaging your sleep without realizing it? Imagine that you have to wake up, more than once, in the middle of the night. Maybe it's not something that happens just once a week, but almost every night. A disruptive awakening in the middle of the night, the hassle of getting out of bed and facing the long walk to the bathroom, and worst of all, the feeling that sleep will never be the same again. But what if I told you that you're doing something simple, yet completely wrong, every day that is causing this problem? It's not just the passing of the years. This can be corrected in a simple and transformative way. You're not alone, but you need to understand that the impact of this goes far beyond the frustration of the early morning. The reality of waking up several times during the night. Did you know that every 3 minutes, an older adult wakes up during the night to urinate? This means that, over the course of a night, you could be losing precious hours of restful sleep, and the impact of this goes beyond simple lack of rest. Sleep deprivation is one of the biggest enemies of your health, and it could be affecting your quality of life in ways you can't even imagine. If you're here, you've probably already noticed the effect of these constant interruptions on your daily life. The feeling of constant tiredness, the lack of energy that prevents you from performing simple tasks, and even the irritation that seems to come out of nowhere. The question is, do you have any idea how much this loss of sleep is harming your health? The real impact of sleep deprivation and how it's sabotaging your life. Sleep deprivation isn't just about waking up tired. Scientific studies show that constant sleep interruptions, such as those caused by the need to go to the bathroom during the night, significantly increase the risk of serious health problems, including falls, heart disease, cognitive decline, and even depression. This happens because when you wake up several times during the night, your body never reaches the deepest stages of sleep, especially REM sleep. And what happens during REM sleep? Well, it's during this phase that your body performs essential functions such as repairing cells, consolidating memory, and even strengthening the immune system. If you're constantly waking up, you're basically telling your body to put off these healing and regeneration processes. This can result in accelerated aging, a weakened immune system, and a decrease in your ability to concentrate and make decisions. But if you think this is normal with aging, you are very wrong. This problem is not an inevitable consequence of the passage of time, but a reflection of certain habits that, without realizing it, you have been cultivating over time. Harmful habits that are deteriorating your sleep, and you don't even know it. Did you know that, according to research, 78% of older adults make at least one basic mistake before going to sleep that significantly increases the need to urinate during the night? That's right. It's not about age, but how you manage certain habits before bedtime. Small changes in your daily behavior can transform your nights, giving you back the deep, restorative sleep you so desperately need. You may have already tried cutting back on water at night, or even avoided leaving the house for fear of waking up in the middle of the night. But the truth is that often, the mistakes aren't in the amount of fluids you consume, but in daily habits that you haven't yet realized are directly interfering with your sleep. Today, in this video, I'll reveal exactly what you need to stop doing to eliminate this problem once and for all. I'll show you the 5 seemingly harmless habits you're probably committing that are directly affecting the quality of your sleep and, more importantly, your overall health. The consequence you don't realize, what you're really losing. Imagine if the time you waste with these constant sleep interruptions could be spent on real rest, where your body would regenerate, your heart would rest, and you would wake up more ready to take advantage of the day. What you may not have noticed is that these interruptions are slowly undermining your health. In addition to leaving you exhausted and frustrated, lack of restful sleep can lead to a significant decline in your emotional health. When we don't sleep well, we can't cope with stress in the same way, and our anxiety only tends to increase. Have you noticed how, after a bad night's sleep, the day seems longer and more difficult to face? This happens because sleep deprivation affects the functioning of our brain, making us more prone to depression, anxiety, and irritability. And it doesn't end there. Sleep deprivation is also linked to serious physical health problems. Studies show that people who don't get enough sleep are more likely to develop high blood pressure, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and even kidney problems, as the body is unable to regenerate properly during sleep. What you'll discover in this video, we're going to demystify all of this and show you how you can turn things around. You'll discover practical, scientifically proven strategies to transform the quality of your sleep and, in turn, improve your health and quality of life. It doesn't matter how old you are or how many sleepless nights you've had. The power to change is in your hands, and you'll learn how to do it starting today. We're not talking about miracle promises or quick fixes. We're talking about simple daily habits that you can adjust and that will make all the difference. You can sleep through the night again without interruptions and wake up feeling revitalized, with more energy and a greater desire to live life to the fullest. The good news? These changes are much simpler than you think. And best of all, they don't require expensive medications, invasive treatments, or anything complicated. The solution is within your control. You just need to understand what's wrong and make the decision to fix it with small daily steps that will bring enormous benefits to your body and mind. Let's start the transformation now. Get ready, because throughout this video, you'll understand how changing these 5 simple habits can end nighttime awakenings, improve your health, and ensure you get the quality sleep you deserve. If you're tired of feeling tired, if you're bothered by constantly getting up to go to the bathroom, or if you're concerned about the impact this is having on your health, this video is for you. Now, without further ado, let's start discovering the habits that are affecting your sleep and how to correct them to ensure deep, healthy nights of rest. The importance of restful sleep. You're putting your health at risk without even knowing it. Have you ever thought about the real impact that lack of restful sleep is having on your body? Sleep deprivation isn't just about feeling tired or irritable during the day, or having trouble concentrating on simple tasks. What you may not know is that sleep is essential for the proper functioning of almost every system in your body. When it's compromised, the effects are more profound than you might imagine. Are you waking up several times during the night? This isn't just a nuisance, it's a clear sign that something is out of balance in your routine. Nocturia, the medical term for the need to urinate during the night, can be a symptom that your body is in a state of imbalance that goes far beyond a simple need to go to the bathroom. And what's at stake? Your physical and emotional health. The price of sleep deprivation. What's really at stake? Let's be honest, have you been living a full life? Or do you drag yourself from one day to the next, always exhausted, longing to get back to bed to rest, but realizing that you never really get complete rest? When you fail to reach the deepest stages of sleep, your body cannot perform essential functions for cell regeneration, immune system strengthening, and even memory consolidation. What does this mean for you? A weakened body and an exhausted brain. But the consequences go beyond that. Scientific research suggests that chronic sleep deprivation is directly linked to serious health problems that affect most people as they age. Did you know that if you don't sleep properly, you are putting your cardiovascular health at risk? Or that sleep deprivation can significantly increase the risk of falls and injuries? And the worst part? It can affect your brain, decreasing your cognitive ability and increasing the risk of mental decline. Imagine, at some point in your life, you start to forget small details of your daily life. It could be a key you left somewhere or even a conversation you had with someone. Over time, these lapses begin to increase. What seems like something simple can be the beginning of something much more serious, such as memory problems or even dementia. This is not the time to ignore these signs. The connection between nocturia and cardiovascular problems. Sleep deprivation, especially when you wake up several times to urinate, stresses your cardiovascular system in ways you may not realize. Studies show that this constant interruption of sleep can increase blood pressure and cause other heart problems, putting your heart at risk. Now, imagine what's happening to your body every time you're forced to get up in the middle of the night. Not only does this interrupt your rest, but it also raises your blood pressure and triggers a series of physical reactions that can aggravate existing problems, such as heart disease. Your body never gets a chance to relax and recover properly. If you have health problems, such as high blood pressure, this sleep imbalance can be an aggravating factor. What seemed like a simple trip to the bathroom may actually be an indicator of something much bigger that you are overlooking. And if you don't take action, it may be too late to reverse the damage. Cognitive decline. What you lose when you don't sleep well. You may not realize it, but sleep plays a crucial role in how your brain functions. During deep sleep, your brain performs a kind of cleanup and reorganizes important information for the next day. It consolidates memory, processes your emotions, and allows you to recover from the stresses of the previous day. When you don't get enough sleep, this process breaks down. You feel more forgetful, more disoriented, and gradually lose your ability to make clear, rational decisions. The effects may be subtle at first, but over time, the impact on your brain can be devastating. Studies indicate that chronic sleep deprivation is directly linked to cognitive decline and an increased risk of developing conditions such as Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. And the cause can be as simple as waking up several times during the night to urinate. This is a real wake-up call for you. The silent cancer. Depression and anxiety. Did you know that when you don't get enough sleep, you are fueling depression and anxiety in your body? Sleep deprivation is one of the biggest triggers of emotional imbalance. Not only does it make you feel constantly tired, but it also alters your brain chemistry, leaving you more susceptible to emotional ups and downs. If you feel more irritable or anxious than usual, this may be directly related to the quality of your sleep. When you interrupt this natural process, stress builds up and the body begins to react negatively. This lack of adequate rest can affect your mood, your ability to cope with daily challenges, and even your personal relationships. What seems like a simple sleep disorder is actually becoming a much bigger problem for your emotional and psychological well-being. Nocturia. Not just a nuisance, but a sign of imbalance now. It's time to reflect on something very important. You may see nocturia as just a nuisance. You may even have thought, well, it's just part of getting older. But the truth is that nocturia is a clear sign that something in your body is not working properly. It's not just something to tolerate or ignore. The frequency with which you get up to go to the bathroom during the night indicates that there is an imbalance in your routine, and this needs to be corrected. Your body is trying to alert you. And the worst part is that without understanding the root cause of this problem, you may be creating a vicious cycle that further aggravates the situation, damaging your overall health. The good news is that you don't have to accept this discomfort as part of your life. There is a simple and effective way to correct this, restoring your balance and ensuring that your nights are peaceful and restful once again. Transform your sleep, transform your life. Now that you understand the true severity of sleep deprivation and how it is affecting your body and mind, it's time to take action. We can't continue to ignore our body's signals, and if you're here, it means you're ready to take back control of your health and well-being. You can and deserve to have restful, revitalizing nights where your body and mind can regenerate. What you do before bed can change everything. Are you ready to discover the habits that are sabotaging your sleep? It's time to make the changes that will transform your nights and your life. Habit 1. Drink fluids within 3 hours of bedtime. What you don't know is sabotaging your sleep. Did you know that something as simple as drinking liquids in the 3 hours before bedtime can be responsible for turning your nights into an endless cycle of alarm clocks, trips to the bathroom, and, worst of all, interrupted and non-restorative sleep? It may seem harmless to drink a glass of water, a hot tea, or even eat a piece of fruit before bed, but trust me, this practice is robbing you of the quality sleep you deserve. Imagine the scene. You wake up in the middle of the night, feel an urgent need to get out of bed, often already feeling exhausted, to go to the bathroom. Every time this happens, your sleep is fragmented, preventing your body from reaching the deepest and most restorative stages of rest. Over time, this repetition becomes a vicious cycle. You feel increasingly tired, with less energy to carry out your daily activities, and you begin to feel physical and emotional exhaustion that seems to have no end. Do you think this is normal with age? Think again. What you may not know is that this common habit of consuming liquids shortly before bedtime is directly linked to nocturia, the need to urinate during the night, and to real damage to your health. Best of all, you can correct this with a simple adjustment to your routine. The impact of fluid consumption before bedtime. What's really happening in your body? When you consume fluids in the 3 hours before your bedtime, what happens inside your body is quite simple, but crucial to understanding the problem. Your kidneys continue to process fluids while your body should be slowing down urine production. This means that when you go to bed, your body is processing urine instead of focusing on cellular repair processes, such as strengthening the immune system, consolidating memory, and regenerating muscles. Imagine that while you are trying to sleep and rest, your body is busy working to eliminate fluids, something that should happen during the day while you are active, not at night when your body needs to be in deep rest. In addition, many seemingly harmless foods are loaded with fluids that you don't notice but that directly interfere with your sleep quality. Fruits with high water content, such as watermelon, cantaloupe, oranges, and even foods like soups and hot teas, have the same effect as drinking water directly before bed. Although you may not realize it, these foods also accumulate in your bladder during the night, forcing you to wake up several times to urinate, The vicious cycle. How does this impact your body and mind? Now, imagine how much your body is losing in terms of restorative rest. Every time you wake up to urinate, you are forced out of deep sleep. And what does this cause? Your body never reaches the most restorative stage of sleep, REM sleep, where the most cell regeneration, memory consolidation, and mental recovery occur. Instead of waking up feeling refreshed and energized, you wake up exhausted, feeling like sleep had no beneficial effect on your body. Worst of all, this begins to affect every aspect of your life. Daily fatigue builds up, you feel drained of energy, tasks become more difficult to accomplish, and even your social interactions begin to suffer. This cycle of interrupted sleep can even affect your emotional health, leading to irritability, anxiety, and even symptoms of depression. Sleep deprivation affects your ability to concentrate and make decisions. If you are struggling with chronic fatigue and don't know what might be causing it, this simple change could be the key to ending that feeling of constant exhaustion. How to correct this habit and get your sleep back? The good news is that you no longer have to accept this situation as part of your routine. You can solve it simply and permanently. Just avoid consuming liquids in the 3 hours before bedtime. This includes not only water, but also teas, juices, soups, and even fruits with high water content. Here are some practical tips for implementing this change in your routine. 1. Set a cut-off time for liquids. Set a specific time, at least 3 hours before bedtime, when you will stop consuming liquids. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., stop drinking liquids at 7 p.m. 2. Consider mobility. If you have limited mobility or difficulty moving around at night, keep a small amount of water by your bed, just for emergencies, such as taking essential medications. 3. Be mindful of daytime foods. Avoid eating foods high in water, such as watermelon and cantaloupe, in the afternoon or evening. These foods may be excellent during the day, but at night they become enemies of restful sleep. 4. Adjust your social behavior. If you tend to go out for social activities at the end of the day, keep in mind that hot drinks or liquid foods can affect your quality of sleep at night. Whenever possible, limit these foods to the morning or early afternoon. Success story. Margaret's sleep quality transformation. Margaret, a 72-year-old woman, is a perfect example of how this simple change can transform your life. For years, she found herself waking up 4 or 5 times a night to urinate. This left her completely exhausted and without energy to enjoy her day. She tried everything, reducing her water intake, taking medication, and even considering medical procedures, but nothing worked. That's when Margaret decided to make a simple adjustment to her routine. She stopped drinking liquids 3 hours before bedtime. She began to notice extraordinary results. In just 2 weeks, she reduced her trips to the bathroom to once a night, and soon she was sleeping continuously for 6 hours at a time. Margaret said her energy during the day tripled and she felt more willing to play with her grandchildren and do her daily activities. Best of all, she didn't need to resort to medication or expensive treatments. The change was simple, and she feels like she's regained her youth. A simple step to regain your sleep. What Margaret experienced can also be your reality. If you've been struggling with nighttime interruptions and constant fatigue, you know you're not alone, and a simple change may be enough to transform your quality of life. Avoid liquids in the 3 hours before bedtime and give your body a chance to experience restful, revitalizing sleep. You'll be amazed at the difference this change can make in your physical and emotional health. Habit 2. Eating dinner too late and consuming diuretic foods. What you don't know is affecting your body and your sleep. Did you know that the time you eat dinner may be the main factor affecting the quality of your sleep? What seems like a simple eating habit after a busy day may be silently and dangerously sabotaging your nights of rest and your health. Have you ever thought about how what you choose to eat at night affects your body? Not just the amount, but the time and types of food. It's common for many people, due to their hectic routines, to end up eating dinner very late, and often they choose foods that have the opposite effect of what the body really needs at that time: rest and recovery. This combination of eating dinner very late and consuming diuretic foods may be the real reason for your interrupted nights and the feeling of constant tiredness you experience. Imagine the situation. You've just finished a grueling day, you're starving, and you decide to make that comforting dinner that, as delicious as it may be, is going to ruin your sleep. Maybe you had a hot tomato and cucumber soup, or a dish that has more sodium than you should have. Then, when it's time to go to bed, your body starts processing all that food, and what you hoped would be a restful night turns into a marathon of trips to the bathroom. Every time you wake up, you lose precious minutes of sleep, which add up over weeks and months, leaving you exhausted, frustrated, and without the energy to live life to the fullest. Why does eating late and consuming diuretic foods affect your body and your sleep? Most people don't know this, but when you eat late, especially foods with natural diuretic properties, you are directly influencing urine production during the night. Foods such as tomatoes, cucumbers, asparagus, watermelon, and even coffee, although healthy during the day, can be harmful if consumed close to bedtime. In addition, foods high in sodium, such as processed foods, fast food, or even strong condiments, cause the body to retain water during the day and release it just when you should be resting. Here's what really happens in your body. When you eat dinner very late, especially with diuretic foods, your digestive system needs about 3 to 4 hours to completely process the food. During that process, digestion slows down, and diuretic foods remain circulating in your body longer, increasing urine production. And since your body is lying down, circulation is not the same, which can result in fluid buildup, which ends up in the bladder and forces you to get up several times during the night. The impact of sodium-rich foods on your nights. One of the biggest villains of nighttime sleep is sodium. Sodium-rich foods, such as processed foods, fast food, and ready-to-use condiments, cause the body to retain fluids. Fluid retention not only increases the need to urinate, but also overloads the kidneys and hinders the rest the body needs. If you consume these foods close to bedtime, you are forcing your body to release urine during the night, and that urine ends up accumulating in the bladder, causing you to wake up more often. This effect is amplified if you already have health problems such as high blood pressure or kidney disorders, which can be worsened by excessive salt intake. Now, imagine the long-term impact of this. The accumulated fatigue is not only physical, but also emotional. Lack of restful sleep can leave you more anxious, irritable, and even depressed, creating a domino effect on your overall well-being. The frustration of not being able to sleep well, night after night, begins to affect your quality of life in a more profound way. How to correct this habit and improve your sleep? The good news is that you can change your eating habits and enjoy much more peaceful and revitalizing nights. It's not about restrictive diets or rigid eating, but about adjusting the timing and choice of foods. Here are some practical suggestions to correct this mistake that could be harming your rest. 1. Eat dinner at least 4 hours before bedtime. If you usually go to bed at 10 p.m., try to eat dinner no later than 6:30 or 7 p.m. This gives your body enough time to digest your food and rest. Avoiding heavy or spicy foods can also help prevent fluid retention. 2. Avoid diuretic foods in the late afternoon and evening. Foods such as tomatoes, cucumbers, watermelon, and beverages such as coffee and green tea should be consumed earlier in the day. If you enjoy these foods, save them for lunch or the afternoon, when your body is better equipped to process them without compromising your sleep. 3. Choose lighter, low-sodium foods for dinner. Lean meats, cooked vegetables, sweet potatoes, brown rice, and boiled eggs are excellent options for a light, nutritious evening meal that won't overload your digestive system or cause fluid retention. 4. Avoid processed and overly salty foods. At night, choose fresh, natural foods rich in potassium, such as bananas and avocados, which help balance sodium levels and prevent fluid retention. Success story. Robert and his nighttime transformation. Robert, a 68-year-old retiree, underwent an incredible transformation after changing his eating habits. He used to eat dinner very late, around 9 p.m., and ate foods that were diuretic and high in sodium. As a result, he woke up 3 times a night to go to the bathroom, which left him completely exhausted and without energy during the day. After making simple adjustments to his diet, such as eating dinner earlier and avoiding diuretic foods, Robert noticed significant changes. In just 10 days, he began waking up only once a night, and after 3 weeks, he was sleeping 6 hours straight without interruption. He said he now feels much more energized, more willing to enjoy the day, and best of all, he didn't need medication or expensive treatments. The change was simple, but the difference was transformative. Robert didn't have to resort to expensive treatments or medications. The key was adjusting his meal times and choosing more appropriate foods for dinner. You can get your sleep back with simple dietary changes. You too can transform your nights and improve your quality of life with small adjustments to your eating habits. Eating dinner earlier and choosing lighter foods may be the key to reducing nighttime trips to the bathroom and getting a truly restful night's sleep. Don't wait any longer. Start adjusting your diet today and give your body the rest it deserves. Your health and well-being depend on your daily choices. Habit 3. Using the bathroom out of precaution. How this innocent habit is harming your sleep and your health. Have you ever found yourself going to the bathroom before bed, even without feeling the urgent need to urinate? It's better to go now, to avoid waking up later, you think. This behavior, so common among many people, may seem harmless, but the truth is that it is directly interfering with your rest and causing a bigger problem than you realize. That simple act of going to the bathroom just in case is decreasing your bladder's natural capacity and creating a cycle of sleep interruptions that may be harming your physical and emotional health. The problem with going to the bathroom when you don't need to. Did you know your bladder is being trained to function incorrectly? Let's understand what happens in your body when you go to the bathroom before you actually feel the need. The bladder, like any other muscle, has an incredible ability to adapt, but if you constantly empty it before it is really full, you are training your body in the wrong way. When you do this repeatedly, the bladder begins to send signals to the brain with much less urine, creating a feeling of urgency when, in reality, there is no reason for it. The problem with this is that, over time, your bladder loses its ability to store urine properly, and you start waking up several times during the night feeling like you need to go to the bathroom, even though you don't really need to. This habit is creating a vicious cycle. You go to the bathroom before bed, but you end up waking up several times during the night feeling like you need to urinate, even when your bladder still has room. This behavior fragments your sleep, and you lose the deepest and most restorative stages of rest, when the body does all its recovery work. Impacts on sleep. Accumulated fatigue is harming your life. Who hasn't had a night interrupted by a trip to the bathroom and wondered, why am I so tired when I slept all night? The problem is that even though you think you're sleeping, your body never actually reaches the deep stages of sleep. This happens because every time you wake up, the sleep cycle is interrupted, and your body's functions that occur during this period are not performed efficiently. When you sleep deeply, it is during REM sleep that your brain and body recover, and cell regeneration and memory consolidation take place. However, every time your bladder tricks your body into thinking there is an urgent need to urinate, you lose these essential stages of sleep. The result is not only tiredness the next day, but also increasing emotional fatigue that affects your mood and performance in daily tasks. In addition, lack of adequate rest can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression, as sleep deprivation directly affects your mental health. You begin to feel trapped in a cycle of tiredness and frustration, not knowing how to break out of this seemingly endless routine. What are you really losing when you go to the bathroom without needing to? Not only is your sleep being affected, loss of control over your body is also at stake. Every time you go to the bathroom without needing to, you are diminishing your body's confidence in its natural functions. The bladder, which is a muscle that needs to be trained, loses its ability to function efficiently. And what happens? You start to feel a false sense of urgency, with your bladder sending signals to your brain when the volume of urine is too low to justify a trip to the bathroom. This behavior can end up creating a cycle of insecurity and anxiety, especially when you find yourself wondering, do I really need to go to the bathroom, or is this just anxiety? The fear of waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to sleep again also begins to dominate your mind, creating even more sleep interruptions and even greater fatigue the next day. How to correct this habit and improve your sleep? The good news is that you can reverse this situation and get back to truly restful nights with a simple adjustment in your behavior. Here are some simple and effective strategies to help you correct this habit of going to the bathroom out of caution and, in doing so, improve the quality of your sleep. 1. Only urinate when you feel the real need. The key to retraining your bladder is not to go to the bathroom without feeling the urge. By doing so, you allow your bladder to retain the necessary amount of urine and, over time, it becomes accustomed to functioning properly. Therefore, avoid going to the bathroom, just in case, if you don't feel the real need. 2. Distract yourself before bed. If you feel a slight anxiety about going to the bathroom, just to be sure, try to distract yourself before going to bed. Spend 10-15 minutes doing a relaxing activity, such as reading a book or listening to soft music. This will help reduce the anxiety of going to the bathroom unnecessarily. 3. Establish a calmer nighttime routine. Start relaxing about 30 minutes before bedtime by doing activities that help your body understand that it is time to rest. This includes avoiding drinks and foods that may irritate the bladder, such as caffeine, in the hours before bedtime. 4. Adjust your behavior gradually and patiently. If you have a habit of going to the bathroom several times during the night, don't try to correct it right away. Gradually reduce the number of trips to the bathroom, allowing your body to get used to this new behavior. Success story. Dorothy, who retrained her bladder and slept better. Dorothy, a 74-year-old woman, is a perfect example of how this habit can be corrected. For years, she had a habit of going to the bathroom before bed, even when she didn't feel the need. She thought this was a way to avoid waking up in the middle of the night, but in reality, she was creating a cycle of false urgency and constant sleep interruptions. That's when Dorothy decided to stop going to the bathroom unnecessarily and started bladder training. Within a few weeks, she began sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight, without interruptions. Dorothy reports that she now feels more confident and energized during the day, as well as calmer and less anxious about sleep. The change was simple, but the transformation was significant. Take control of your sleep and improve your health. If you're tired of waking up several times during the night, or if the constant feeling of urgency is affecting your sleep and quality of life, you know you have the power to change this right now. You don't need expensive medications or complicated treatments. Just adjust this simple habit and retrain your bladder to improve the quality of your sleep and, with it, your overall health. Take this first step and start noticing results in just a few days. You deserve to wake up feeling rested, with more energy and with the confidence that you are taking care of your body in a healthy and efficient way. Habit 4. Sleeping in the wrong position and using the wrong pillows. How these details are affecting your sleep and your health. Did you know that, in addition to eating and hydration habits, the position in which you sleep can also be one of the main factors affecting the quality of your sleep and even your trips to the bathroom during the night? It may seem simple, but incorrect posture during sleep and the use of inadequate pillows are having a silent and negative impact on your body. You may not notice it, but this can be detrimental not only to your rest, but also directly interfere with your urinary health. How many times have you woken up in the middle of the night feeling like your bladder was full, even though you haven't drunk anything in excess? Or how many times have you woken up with pain in your back, neck, or shoulders, feeling like your sleep wasn't truly restful? What you may not know is that by sleeping improperly and using the wrong pillows, you are overloading your circulation and putting pressure on your bladder, resulting not only in discomfort but also in constant interruptions to your rest. The connection between sleep position and nocturia. What's really going on with your body? When you sleep incorrectly, whether on your stomach or on your back, your body weight puts direct pressure on various organs, including the bladder. This excessive pressure can interfere with the proper functioning of the bladder, making it difficult for your body to store urine while you sleep. As a result, your body communicates with you, sending urgent signals to go to the bathroom, even when the bladder still has enough space. But the problem isn't just the position itself. Using the wrong pillows or too many pillows can also make this situation worse. Pillows that don't provide adequate support for your neck, head, or spine can cause your posture to become distorted while you sleep, increasing pressure on your lower body, including your bladder. This further exacerbates the need to urinate during the night. In other words, sleeping incorrectly and using the wrong pillows not only interrupts your deep sleep, but also increases interruptions in the rest cycle, compromising the body's recovery and forcing you to wake up several times during the night to go to the bathroom. Worse still, as this happens every night, the feeling of tiredness and exhaustion builds up, directly affecting your mood, your energy, and your quality of life. How is poor sleep posture harming you emotionally and physically? The emotional impact of waking up during the night and not being able to sleep continuously goes beyond physical discomfort. Quality sleep deprivation is directly linked to feelings of anxiety and irritability. When you can't rest properly, the accumulated stress begins to affect not only your mood, but also your mental health. In addition to the physical wear and tear caused by poor posture and the use of inadequate pillows, chronic pain in the neck, back, and shoulders can develop, creating a continuous cycle of discomfort and frustration. Have you ever woken up feeling like you didn't sleep well? Or have you had trouble concentrating and performing simple everyday tasks? These problems are the result of poor posture and lack of restful sleep. The solution. How to correct this habit and improve your sleep and well-being. The good news is that the solution to these problems can be simple and effective. With a few adjustments to your sleeping posture and pillow choice, you can significantly improve the quality of your sleep and reduce nighttime trips to the bathroom. Here's how it works. 1. Sleep on your side, not on your stomach. When you sleep on your stomach, the pressure on your organs increases considerably. Sleeping on your side, especially with a pillow between your legs, helps align your spine and improve circulation, reducing pressure on the bladder. This helps decrease the need to urinate during the night, allowing for more continuous and restful sleep. 2. Use the right pillows. Medium support pillows are ideal for sleeping on your side, as they ensure proper alignment of the cervical and lumbar spine. Avoid pillows that are too high or too low, as they can force the spine into an incorrect position. Orthopedic or ergonomic pillows are excellent for ensuring proper alignment. 3. Avoid sleeping on your back if you have sleep apnea or snoring problems. Sleeping on your back can aggravate these problems, as it increases pressure on the diaphragm and makes breathing difficult. Choosing to sleep on your side, with adequate pillow support, facilitates breathing and improves sleep quality. 4. Try using support pillows if you have joint pain. If you suffer from joint pain or arthritis, support pillows can help improve comfort while you sleep, ensuring that your body remains aligned and relaxed. This will help reduce discomfort and improve sleep quality. Success story. Frank, who reduced his trips to the bathroom by correcting his sleeping posture. Frank, a 71-year-old man, was a clear example of how a simple change in sleeping posture can transform sleep quality and even reduce trips to the bathroom during the night. Before adjusting his posture, Frank used to wake up several times a night to urinate, leaving him exhausted and frustrated. He didn't know that the problem was the position in which he slept, on his stomach, which increased pressure on his bladder and made it difficult to get proper rest. After learning about the effects of poor posture and improper pillow use, Frank decided to make the change. He started sleeping on his side with a pillow between his legs to improve his spinal alignment. In just 2 weeks, he began to notice a big difference. Frank went from sleeping up to 5 hours straight without waking up to go to the bathroom, and by the end of a month, he was sleeping 6 hours without interruption. He said his energy increased, he felt more alert during the day, and his back pain, which had plagued him for years, decreased significantly. Frank now sleeps more peacefully and restfully, and this is directly reflected in his quality of life. Small changes for a big impact on your well-being. Now that you understand how sleeping posture and the use of proper pillows can significantly improve the quality of your sleep, it's time to take action. Sleeping on your side with a pillow between your legs is a simple solution, but it can transform your nights of rest and even reduce the need to go to the bathroom during the night. If you have been suffering from sleep disruption and constant fatigue, don't wait any longer to make these adjustments. You deserve to sleep deeply and wake up refreshed, with more energy and willingness to enjoy life. Habit 5. Keeping your room at the wrong temperature and wearing the wrong sleepwear. How these mistakes are interfering with your sleep and your health. Did you know that the temperature of your room and the clothes you wear to sleep have a much greater impact on the quality of your sleep than you might think? It may seem like a small thing, but keeping your environment too warm or wearing inappropriate sleepwear can directly contribute to your trips to the bathroom during the night, as well as affect your overall health. And worst of all, you probably don't even realize that this is one of the biggest villains of your rest. Have you ever felt sweaty, restless, or even uncomfortable during the night, even when you weren't doing any physical activity? Or, worse yet, do you wake up several times to go to the bathroom, and the heat seems to make the situation worse? That's no coincidence. Excessive heat and sleepwear that doesn't allow your body to breathe may be responsible for preventing you from getting a truly restful night's sleep. How high heat is affecting your urine production and sleep. When the environment in which you sleep is too warm or stuffy, your body goes into a state of thermal stress, trying to regulate its internal temperature. This directly interferes with urine production, as the body tends to retain more fluids in an attempt to balance itself. This process can cause an increase in urine production during the night, resulting in the need to go to the bathroom several times. This cycle of sleep interruptions prevents your body from reaching the deepest and most restful stages of sleep, such as REM sleep, and you wake up feeling exhausted and low on energy. The production of vasopressin, a hormone responsible for concentrating urine and reducing its production during the night, is also affected by excessive heat. When the body cannot regulate its temperature properly, this hormone is secreted inappropriately, causing an increased need to urinate during sleep. The result? You end up waking up several times during the night, unable to enjoy continuous, restful sleep. The impact of inappropriate sleepwear. What are you perceiving, but not understanding? Now, let's talk about sleepwear. Have you ever noticed that choosing pajamas that are too thick or made of synthetic fabrics, such as polyester, can be detrimental to the quality of your sleep? These materials do not allow your skin to breathe properly, creating a warm and uncomfortable environment, which causes your body to try to regulate its internal temperature, leading to more sweating and discomfort. In addition, wearing inappropriate clothing can put pressure on the body. The way your body is dressed while you sleep can affect blood circulation and directly interfere with the body's recovery functions. By wearing tight clothing or clothing made from materials that trap heat, you are overloading your body's natural cooling and resting process, causing discomfort and sleep disturbances. How this is affecting your emotional and physical health. In addition to the physical exhaustion caused by a lack of deep sleep, sleep deprivation can have devastating effects on your emotional well-being. If you wake up several times during the night and are unable to rest properly, you may begin to feel more irritable, anxious, and even depressed. Sleep is essential for mental and emotional recovery, and when you are unable to reach the deepest stages of rest, the impact goes beyond the body. It affects your mind and emotions. Imagine waking up several times throughout the night and still feeling like you didn't get enough sleep. This leads to constant fatigue, and the stress that builds up from not being able to relax properly will affect your ability to deal with everyday challenges. Excessive heat and inappropriate sleepwear may be the key factor behind all of this. How to correct this habit and ensure quality sleep? The solution to these problems is simpler than you might think, and it's based on adjusting the temperature of your environment and choosing the right clothes to sleep in. Here are some strategies to correct this problem and improve the quality of your sleep. 1. Keep the room between 64 degrees Fahrenheit and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. The ideal temperature for your room should be cool, allowing your body to regulate its natural temperature during sleep. Avoid using heating or air conditioning at very high temperatures, as this will increase the need to urinate during the night. When the environment is too warm, the body cannot cool down properly, leading to fluid retention and increased trips to the bathroom. 2. Wear breathable, lightweight sleepwear. Choose pajamas made from natural fabrics, such as cotton or linen, which allow your skin to breathe. Avoid synthetic materials, such as polyester, which trap heat and can make you uncomfortable during the night. Loose-fitting, comfortable clothing helps keep your body cool, allowing for a more peaceful and restful sleep. 3. Avoid heavy blankets. Blankets that are too heavy also contribute to increased body temperature. Opt for thinner, more breathable bedspreads that allow your body to cool naturally during the night. This will prevent you from feeling overly hot and help improve the quality of your sleep. 4. Create a relaxing sleep environment. In addition to adjusting the temperature of your room and your sleepwear, create a calm and relaxing environment. Avoid bright lights and noise before bedtime, as this helps your body understand that it is time to slow down and prepare for rest. Darkness helps increase the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, making it easier to fall asleep. Success story. Eleanor reduced nocturia by adjusting her room temperature. Eleanor, a 69-year-old woman, lived with the problem of waking up several times a night to urinate. She always had difficulty sleeping, and the heat in her room seemed to make the situation even worse. She wore heavy pajamas and kept her room temperature quite high to feel comfortable, but this was affecting her sleep quality. After hearing about the benefits of adjusting the room temperature and choosing appropriate sleepwear, Eleanor made a simple change. She lowered the temperature in her room to 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius, and started wearing lightweight cotton pajamas. The results were immediate. In less than a week, she began sleeping 5 to 6 hours at a time without interruption, and her need to go to the bathroom at night was significantly reduced. Eleanor now feels much more rested and has more energy during the day. Simple adjustments to transform your sleep. Now that you know how room temperature and sleepwear can directly influence the quality of your sleep, it's time to make these simple changes. Keeping your bedroom cool and wearing the right sleepwear may be just what you need to ensure uninterrupted nights and truly restful sleep. Don't wait any longer to take control of your sleep quality. By adjusting the temperature and choosing the right clothing, you are giving your body the opportunity to recover, improving your physical and emotional health naturally and effectively. Summary of changes and benefits: how small adjustments can transform your quality of life and health. Did you know that small adjustments to your nighttime routine can be the key to reducing the need to go to the bathroom during the night, improving the quality of your sleep, and bringing a renewed level of energy to your daily life? We often believe that health issues such as nocturia, the need to urinate during the night, are simply part of aging or something we cannot control. But the truth is that simple habits and lifestyle changes can make a huge difference in your overall health and well-being, without resorting to expensive medications or invasive treatments. If you've been waking up several times during the night to go to the bathroom, feeling that your health is being affected by these constant awakenings, now is the time to start making simple and effective adjustments that can restore the quality of your sleep and give you more energy during the day. Best of all, these adjustments can be made gradually, without rushing. Let's take a look at a summary of the 5 crucial changes you can implement to improve your health. 1. Avoid liquids before bedtime. The first step to improving the quality of your sleep is to control your fluid intake in the hours before bedtime. Avoiding liquids in the 3 hours before bedtime can be a determining factor in reducing nighttime bathroom visits. By doing this, you will allow your body to reduce urine production, avoiding interruptions during the night. This will give you longer, more continuous nights of rest, without constantly waking up to go to the bathroom. Benefit: fewer interruptions during the night mean more hours of deep sleep and more restful sleep, allowing the body to fully recover. 2. Adjust your dinner time and type. What you eat and when you eat can be a determining factor in the quality of your sleep. If you tend to eat dinner very late or consume diuretic foods such as tomatoes, cucumbers, or caffeinated beverages, this may be a direct cause of your trips to the bathroom during the night. By adjusting your dinner schedule and avoiding foods high in sodium or diuretics in the hours before bed, you can help your body process food better and reduce the need to urinate at night. Benefit: a lighter, earlier meal will prepare your body for rest and help reduce fluid retention, resulting in fewer sleep interruptions. 3. Retrain your bladder. One of the most common but inadvertently harmful habits is using the bathroom as a precaution before bed, even when there is no real need to urinate. By doing this consistently, you train your bladder not to function properly and begin to feel a false urge during the night. Retraining your bladder, i.e., going to the bathroom only when you really feel the need, can be a simple change, but one with great benefits for your rest. Benefit: this will help restore your bladder's natural capacity, allowing you to sleep more continuously and restfully, without waking up several times during the night. 4. Correct your sleeping position. The position you sleep in and the type of support your body receives while resting have a profound impact on your sleep quality and health. Sleeping on your stomach or back without proper support puts pressure on the bladder and impairs circulation, which contributes to an increased need to urinate during the night. Sleeping on your side with a pillow between your legs can improve circulation and reduce pressure on the bladder. Benefit: this change improves body alignment, reduces pressure on organs, and improves sleep quality, reducing the need to go to the bathroom at night. 5. Optimize room temperature. The temperature of the room in which you sleep has a direct influence on the quality of your sleep and urine production. Keeping your room between 64 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit and avoiding excessive heat or inappropriate sleepwear can help your body regulate its internal temperature, which facilitates the production of vasopressin, the hormone responsible for concentrating urine. A cooler environment also helps prevent discomfort caused by heat, allowing for more restful sleep. Benefit: the cooler environment will facilitate deeper, more restful sleep and reduce urine production during the night, decreasing the need to wake up. Overall benefits of the changes: improved sleep, fewer trips to the bathroom, and more energy during the day. By implementing these 5 simple changes, you will improve the quality of your sleep, which will have a direct impact on your physical and emotional health. Most importantly, you will begin to notice fewer interruptions during the night, allowing your body to recover properly. Restful sleep will result in more energy and alertness during the day, helping you accomplish tasks with greater ease, less irritability, and overall well-being. What's more, these adjustments don't rely on expensive medications or invasive treatments. They are simple, sustainable lifestyle changes that will improve your quality of life naturally, without harmful side effects. Why these changes are crucial for your health. We often try to solve health problems with quick and expensive solutions, but true transformation begins with the decision to take care of ourselves every day. The changes you can make now are simple, but they have a lasting impact. There is no need to resort to miracle solutions or spend money on treatments that do not address the root cause of the problem. By adopting these healthy habits, you are on the right path to improving your health in a sustainable and effective way. The power is in your hands. Now that you know the 5 simple changes that can improve your sleep and quality of life, it's time to start implementing them. Remember, you don't need to wait to improve your health. These lifestyle adjustments will help you feel better, sleep better, and live better. Transformation is within your reach, and it all starts with small actions in your daily life. Don't put your health on hold any longer. Start now and see how your quality of life can be transformed in a positive and lasting way. Take back control of your sleep and your health. Now that you understand how your daily habits and the way you take care of your body directly impact your sleep and quality of life, it's time to take action and start applying these simple changes to transform your nights and days. Restful sleep is not a luxury, it's a vital necessity. And the best part is that you don't need to resort to expensive treatments or temporary solutions to achieve it. With the strategies we've discussed, you can start improving the quality of your rest naturally and effectively, without much effort. Lifestyle adjustments, such as adjusting your dinner schedule and type of food, reducing fluids before bed, correcting your sleeping posture, maintaining the right room temperature, and retraining your bladder, are small steps, but they can yield big results. Each of these adjustments is a key piece in restoring your sleep cycle and eliminating the disruptions that are stealing your energy and health. You are not alone on this journey. Many people are going through the same challenges, waking up during the night, feeling tired when they wake up, or having difficulty finding a balance that allows them to get truly restful nights of sleep. The good news is that change is within your reach. With just a few daily adjustments, you can regain control over your health and well-being and return to living with more energy and vitality. Now is the time to take action. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can start doing today. Every small action you take has the potential to significantly transform your health. Imagine waking up in the morning feeling truly rested, with enough energy to face the day and without that feeling of chronic fatigue that accompanies you. This is possible, and you are just a few steps away from achieving that change. You have the power to transform your sleep and your quality of life. And the best part is that these adjustments are easy to incorporate into your daily routine. No drastic changes or complicated solutions are necessary. With patience and consistency, you will see results. And remember, you don't have to do everything at once. You can start with small steps and gradually integrate these habits into your routine. Apply the changes now and see the benefits. Remember that the key to transformation is in your hands. If you really want to improve the quality of your sleep, reduce the need to go to the bathroom during the night, and wake up feeling refreshed, you need to apply these changes now. There's no reason to wait another day feeling exhausted or frustrated with your sleep. Start today and experience the improvements these changes can bring to your life. What if I told you there's a way to boost your energy and well-being even more? Now, imagine if you could take another step toward fully restoring your health and energy. What if you could complement these adjustments with a natural and effective supplement that can boost your metabolism and improve the quality of your rest? That's where Mitolyn comes in, a supplement specially formulated to increase the levels of mitochondria in your body, which helps burn fat efficiently and transform stored energy into pure energy for your body. Mitolyn not only helps reduce nocturia, but also combats chronic fatigue, providing more energy and vitality. Transform your sleep and your energy with Mitolyn. Have you noticed that your nights are constantly interrupted by the need to go to the bathroom? That endless cycle of sleep interruptions can leave you exhausted, affecting your emotional and physical health. But did you know that small adjustments to your lifestyle can bring incredible, natural results without resorting to expensive medications? Mitolyn is the key to restoring your sleep quality and increasing your energy during the day. Formulated with an exclusive blend of 6 natural ingredients, Mitolyn is designed to increase the levels of mitochondria in your body, which helps burn fat efficiently, balance your energy production, and improve your vitality. This supplement not only helps reduce nocturia, but also combats chronic fatigue, providing more energy and vitality. Benefits of Mitolyn: improves sleep quality, helping to reduce trips to the bathroom during the night. Increases energy and vitality, combating constant fatigue. formulated with natural and effective ingredients such as maqui berry, rhodiola, and amla to support mitochondrial health and improve your health from the inside out. No stimulants, ideal for those looking for a natural and effective solution. 90-day satisfaction guarantee. You have nothing to lose. How can Mitolyn help? By increasing mitochondrial production, Mitolyn helps improve cellular metabolism, which reduces fluid retention and improves bladder function. At the same time, it provides long-lasting energy, allowing you to sleep deeply and wake up feeling refreshed. Take advantage now. For a limited time, take advantage of the exclusive discount on Mitolyn and receive free shipping in the US. With purchase plans ranging from 1 bottle, 30 days, to 6 bottle packages, 180 days, you can start transforming your nights and your health today. Try Mitolyn risk-free. Your purchase is protected by a 90-day guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied with the results, you'll get your money back, no questions asked. Don't waste any more nights of sleep. Buy Mitolyn now and start your journey to a healthier, more energized life. The link to purchase Mitolyn is in the video description. Don't miss out on this incredible offer and improve your well-being from day one. Did you like today's tips? I'm happy to know that you're committed to improving your sleep and your health. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can receive more content like this, with practical, proven tips to transform your physical and emotional health. Keep following us, and if you have any questions or experiences to share, leave them in the comments below. We are on this health journey together.